I am not so convinced this. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. This is
pretty bad.
Not just pretty bad, this is really bad. We're doing an update on the maize. We're going to go and have a look at it in a minute. It's a little bit windy out here. I hope there's not too much wind noise on the mics. We've got two teenagers here. One's just barely awake. How awake are you?
I'm not barely awake.
Are you awake?
I'm awake.
This one's awake a bit more early because he fed the pigs. And now we're doing an inspection. So tell us what this is, Harry. This is your wheat, isn't it?
Barley.
Oh, barley, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I thought it was wheat.
No, barley.
Barley from Regis. That looks like wheat to me. Barley has
It's
tough.
barley or wheat?
It's wheat, Harry. So we got here. Tell us where it's from.
Reggie's next door. From
It's coming to
his last harvest.
His last harvest, official harvest on his fields. And we've also got our grass experiment, which is still going actually. So these are the ones we planted. That one's, that's this year's grass.
Yeah, it needs another pot again.
This one's amazing. This is 40-year-old grass seed we resurrected. Most of it didn't come up, but you still got enough there. There's still some viable seed there, isn't it?
And it's quite good quality as well.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go and look at the maize harvest. Oh, crop, sorry. I've talked to you before in previous videos about the drought impact on the farm. We have had a little bit of rain, but what we found is it seems to be skirting around the edges. So the rain we've had is nothing like what everyone else has had. In fact, it's been so dry here that this 2-year-old flipping tree in our gardens died. Oh, I'm gutted about that. I'm leaving this because I'm hoping it's going to regrow. There's a possibility it's just the leaves have just died off as a sort of protective measure, but I saw it starting to go yellowy colour about a few weeks ago, and I've been watering it ever since. But whether we've just managed to save it, the leaves might die, but the tree might shoot back out again. That's what I'm hoping. But that just shows you how dry it's been, because I thought that was safe because it had been there a couple of years, and how wrong I was. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the maize field. I'm going to take a spade with me because I want to know whether what has not come up is actually still in the ground, or whether the seeds have actually dried off. So we get a spade, Harry? Right, let's go and sort that out and then we'll head off. Hey, we've got a spade. Well, we haven't got a spade, we've got a shovel because I couldn't find the spade. So we can still scrape the dirt away with a spade, a shovel, because the ground, the seeds aren't going to be that deep in the ground, are they? They shouldn't be. It's not like we've got to dig a trench. I just got in my old banger car and look at the mileage on it. Look, can you see that? 39,997. Oh, I can't. I'm going to get the sun on it. I don't know whether I got the angle. There you go. 39,997. That ain't bad on a car that's, is it 15 years old?
14.
14 years old. It's only done 40,000 miles. Wonder if we can flip that over to 40 on the way back. It's not really, well, we might have to drive around in a circle. It's only a mile and a half. It's not a mile and a half to the field, is it? No. All right, well, we're going to have a look at this field and then we'll see if we can flip her to 40. Flip her to 40, let's go. Hey, I'm getting out here. We are actually at the first field, which I don't think looks too bad. This is what we call under the hill. And you can see we've had, oh, the gate, look, we have had some rain, look, because there's water in there. The gate, well, the post has been pushed over by the tractors. So, what are we going to do? Go under or over?
I don't know.
I think you might have to go under. You can go under. Go on, Harry, do a bit of limbo. Limbo! Right, hang on, you have it and I'll get under. Alright. Ready? Still got it, look. Da-da.
Oh, that was not a good sound. It was just
Can I still get up? Post. I'm wearing my best clothes for going out.
Honestly.
Oh, right. So what we've got here, a McFlurry. We don't want to find that. Right, this is actually germinated okay, isn't it?
It sounds pretty well.
Doesn't look too bad. I think it's a little bit behind, perhaps.
Well, everywhere.
But as a field, I'm happy with this. What do you think?
This is really good.
A bit of weed coming, look, bindweed, look. This stuff's horrible. This is called bindweed and it grows up. Look, and if you've got that in your garden, it's terrible. It suffocates all the plants. It's like a vine that grows.
If you look here, see that really thick patch there?
That's where I had the muck pile a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's where we had that.
It is, isn't it? Look at that.
It didn't even get drilled last year because it was so bad.
Yeah. Now that is interesting, isn't it?
It shows how much.
So I had the muck heap about here.
Yeah, that's why this bit's like really thick and long.
Probably too much nutrition in that area, but it's gone really well.
The leaves are looking already.
You can see, and also maybe the muck retained the moisture a bit, I think. That's quite possible. There is quite a variation though, isn't there?
The other one was.
Yeah. There's quite a variation here though. These ones haven't seemed to have done so well, although it's kind of deceptive because you can see the green in the rows. Look, that's the green from that bindweed.
That's probably where you drove over.
It seems to have done better in certain places though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then there, where it's really good again,
Yeah.
the muck pile was last
Yeah.
year.
Okay. Right, well it's actually, I'm quite happy with that. In a kind of difficult year that it's been where everything came up a little bit late, this field's gonna probably, it might pull itself back together now. Harry's going off. So what I can see out here is it has all germinated. So that's a good start really, because I'm a bit worried about the other field. Didn't seem to have proper germination. What is this? I see something white up there. It's like a big stone. Let's go and have a little walk up here a minute. I can actually properly survey it as well. I think we'll get this probably sprayed in a week or two's time really. Because the bindweed is kind of like, it's alright if the plants get going in front of it, but now with them being a bit behind, they're kind of gonna sort of strangle the plants really. Sorry about the wind, it's terrible. I have got these muffler things on here, but they don't seem to work that well. There is a bit of a bare patch here. Let's have a look. It's not really a bare patch. Some of the plants haven't come up so much here. They look a bit behind. That bit I thought was white, a stone or something. That's just a stem from last year's maize. Yeah, so there's like a random section here that hasn't done so well. The docks are doing all right. Look at that dock plant. But you almost, I don't think they've been chewed off by rabbits. But the plants are definitely more stunted there. Although, looking at this plant, you can see something's chewed that. Look, can you see that? Something's had a nibble on that. So there is something out here nibbling things. Probably rabbits. But yeah, right, we'll go across to the other field now, which is where I'm a bit more worried about. This is going to be alright, I think. Although it's showing signs of a kind of different levels of growth in different places, which is surprising, but like I said, some of it might be down to the muck heap being over there. Well, we're behind on this. The quote normally is knee-high by July. I don't think we're going to be knee-high by July, but possibly you can make this up by being a bit later harvesting if hopefully the weather hold later, September, October. Oh, there's an ear tag there. Look at that. Carrier tags, they snap off for a living. So let me have a look at this one. It's got the number on it. 485. You see that? They're in their ears and they just snap off. They're rubbish. The metal ones, we use a metal tag and a plastic tag. The metal tags in the left ear, they last forever. The plastic tag on the right hand side, the other ear, they snap off quite regularly. But you need a plastic tag because they're easy to read from a distance. Right, let's go and have a look at the other field. What's your opinion of this field, Harry?
It's alright.
It's alright, isn't it?
But it could be better.
Yeah, well that's a very good summary of that. Now you're back to your limbo dancing.
You can do it first.
What do you mean I can do it first? What if I break? How about if I climb over? That might be more dangerous though.
You can try.
I could undo the gate. It's tied up. I tied it shut. I tied it. I don't want to untie it. Right, I'm going to go under. Alright. And no, don't climb over a gate. They'll bagger it. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. Climb over this end. Yeah. Let's climb over this end. If you climb over a gate... Oh! Oh, it's good to be young, isn't it? Well then, if you climb over a gate, always climb over by the hinge end, because then you don't put a strain on the gate. Right. We are heading off to James's Furlong, and we're going to see what we find there. Right, this is James's Furlong. I am not so convinced this. Oh. Ooh. This is
pretty bad.
Not just pretty bad, this is really bad. This, as I feared, it's failed out here. I don't know. It's failed. Have you got the shovel, Harry? Oh my goodie. Have you got the shovel?
No.
Can you bring the shovel? We're gonna have to see whether that whether these things have not germinated or whether they're late. Oh God, look at it. Look at it. What do you reckon, Harry?
Not good.
Not good. Well, there's
really big patches.
There are some rows coming up. They're just behind, but oh, right. So it looks like, judging by what's going on here,
There's still plants
they're
coming up.
still coming up. Look, you see, these have only just come up, really, haven't they? I wonder whether it's a case of they're just behind because it's been so dry. Right. But look, what you've got is you've got one good growth, and then you've got lots of no growth. These little stumpy things. Very inconsistent, isn't it? Across here, look at them. Look at it. Well, they seem to be there. Let's have a look. I'm going to get out to the work. Look at it. The plants are here. Look, you can actually see them. Look.
I think when you chop it, you're going to have plants that are going to be really getting quite old, and then you have...
It strikes me what's happened is wherever it's stony or dry, the plants haven't germinated, or they've only just germinated because we've had that bit of rain in the last week. So they're really behind the ones that have managed to get a root down because the ground's a little bit wetter. Look. So here is our kind of stony area. It's always bad along here. Look, there's evidence here. So the dry spring has meant the crop's not germinated, and then we go up. My goodness, I've never seen anything like this before. So the plants are here. Look, let me just zoom down.
You can see them.
You can see them.
There's a fresh shoot right there.
It's literally, that's just come up, hasn't it?
Just there.
Yeah.
It's like they're still only just coming out of the ground.
Yeah. So these are really germinating later than all of them. Look, I mean, these are literally only up in the last day or so, I'd say.
Yeah.
Look at them. They are really behind. So we compare that with what's going on over here.
Right. You've got this plant here.
Yeah.
And then you've got that little one.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the size difference.
That's amazing.
That's going to be tiny when that one's big.
Yeah.
And you're going to have all different sizes of
I think they might catch up on themselves though. They'll be all right, because once these plants get mature, they'll slow down and they'll just the cob will sort of start growing. So what I don't seem to have, I don't have a complete crop failure, but what I've got is it's almost like a two-tier planting. I've got some crop that has been up since it probably nearly was planted, and some crop that has just come up in the last week or so, or even the last few days. I'm actually quite relieved, to be honest, because this is less of a disaster than I thought it would be. It isn't great. There's no doubt about it. It's not great. We'll have a look. Look, we can see the difference. I mean, you can see a massive difference, can't you? You can see the sort of, some of this is doing all right. And again, we're going to go up there in a minute, but you can see across the top there, that's the rocky band up there. That's obviously just coming up now. It's not really got going. But I'm pleased to see that every line, every row has got maize in it. Look, it's got maize in it here now. It's just really small. Look at it. So it's almost like a bit of an experiment really for this year in weather and stuff like that, because So you might remember back in April I did the stile up there, and the weather was really dry. It's been really dry for absolutely ages. It was really dry, which was brilliant for me to do the stile. And so what I was doing, I was driving up across this field in April, and I was doing the stile. Now the weather was really dry, and it was kind of good enough weather, unusual for April perhaps. It was good enough weather to drill the maize. And I was like, well, we could drill it now, but actually I don't want to, because I want to finish this stile. And at the same time I was doing the stile, the farmer next door, Alan Bennett, was actually drilling his maize, so in April. Okay, and I was looking at it thinking, oh, he's getting his in, but it'll be all right, because, you know, normally we always plant our maize in May, and it's fine, absolutely fine in May normally. But what I didn't realise is that the drought we had in April would carry on right through all of May as well. So what happened with Alan, and he did absolutely the right thing. He planted his in April. Now you couldn't be crystal ball gazing, but he planted his in April when there was still quite a lot of moisture in the ground. Now the problem with me is, because I delayed drilling from April to our normal time in May, the drought continued and dried out the ground even more than it would normally. So me doing that style delayed the drilling to the normal time, and I missed out on that soil moisture. So Alan's maize over there has really gone ahead and done really well. Fair play to him. My maize, planted at the normal time, has absolutely struggled, and this is what you're seeing now here. It's really struggled to get going, to the point where it's looking pretty sick. I mean, if you stand here and look down there, it doesn't look so bad, does it? Because you can't see the brow of stone down there. There's Harry, look, dragging us. Can only apologise about the wind noise, it's very frustrating. Wow, look at this. There's some debris here from clay pigeon shooting. Ooh, what's that? Is that a flint? I don't think that's... No. Is that a flint? Might be a piece of flint. This is flint. Yeah, I think it is. If you find flint out here, that's usually prehistoric, because it's not a native stone to this country, to this area, sorry, and it would have been imported by the early man to use as tools. Anyway, back to the clays. Look at that. This is clays from when I was clay pigeon shooting out here probably 20 years ago. It just shows they don't break down completely. They are clay, that's the whole point of them, they do break down. But those bits, there's the orange one, that's a normal black one I used. And there's an orange one I've used. Right, anyway, where were we? Back to the maize. And we're going on up, look, you can just see, look at it, very sad. And this, a part of the problem with this is that we're now on the sort of brow of the hill, which gets all the sun. We're in full sun right from probably 6 AM, early rise, and then the sun's coming over here, so it's getting scorched off, right, the ground's getting burnt out at a very early time of the day, so it's got all day to be really fried, and that's really what's happened. It's a big patch over here. Let's go over here. Look at this. It's all here. It's definitely all here. I mean, look at this little fella. He's literally just coming up. Look at that. That is as fresh as you could get, that maize plant. Tiny little thing. Look, little tiny shoot. Only just hasn't gone properly green yet. Look. And look. Oh my goodness, look. This one's even earlier. Look at that. Hello, ladybird. Look at that. That's just coming up. Wow. So we're in mid-June now. That's unbelievable. I usually look at a maize crop as germinating probably 10 days, a week to 10 days after it's been drilled. So we drilled this early May, mid-May. Should have been up by sort of probably about 20th of May. So we're well behind on it. What do you think, Harry? Okay. It's quite interesting though. It's all here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we could maybe, well,
Just too small.
We just still need a lot more rain, don't we? What it needs now. How long have I been saying this? We need rain to chuck it down. It's got to chuck it down for
a
week. I mean, I've never seen a maize crop like this before though, where it's come up in bits. I just unreal, isn't it? Some of you might be saying, what you on about, you haven't had enough rain, because I've been watching the weather map of England and I've seen the rain. It's just been going over in sheets in different parts of the country, and it's just dodged us all the time. We had a bit of rain the other week. Harry, bring that shovel, we'll dig down a bit and see what the dirt's like. We've dodged the rain quite a bit, and we have had some, but nothing like other people have had. Right, do you want to dig down? What are you doing? Are you TikToking?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right, can you dig in the middle? Just dig a little hole. Just pile it up. Let's see how. No, don't. We've got to put it back on there in a minute. Just put it to that side. Don't worry. Oh, all right. Let's just. Oh, there is moisture there. Right, keep going. Right here. Right, dig down. That ground actually does look quite damp now, doesn't it? Right, just pile it up next to it. That's it. Just do one more hole. One more dig. Is it? Well, put your foot on the thing and shovel it out. Oh, come on. Come on, keep going. That's it. Keep going. Right. All right. You can put that back in. So, what do we think that is like?
It still feels very dry.
It's got moisture in it though, isn't it? It's just not that wet. All right. Fill that back in now. I think that's all right. So that's what's happened really. We've got the soil moisture back from the bit of rain we had, and now everything that wasn't germinating has come up. In fact, you can see that. I've just noticed lots of weed seedlings on the ground just germinated. Look, can you see these little seedlings here? They've germinated because it's just got damp enough for them to germinate. So they're because there isn't a lot of weed out here, and that's because it's been too wet for the weed. Well, we'll keep an eye on this. We'll see where we're going in the next month or two. The problem is you start losing time. That's really where we're going to start losing. We're going to start losing time on how long this plant has got to go. But I still need a lot more rain. As you walk this way, it doesn't look so bad. It's not as weedy as the other field, is it?
No.
Right. The silage fields, we might stop on the way back and have a quick look at them actually.
They're looking better now.
Well, again, we've had a little bit of rain. Easy being a farmer, isn't it? What do you think, Harry? Easy being a farmer. If we're going to pick a job for stress, probably farming is probably one of them. President? Who'd want to be president? Would you want to be president?
Not me.
No, that's a horrible job. I hate that. I wouldn't want to be any president. Yeah, as a job for stress, this is probably one of the better ones, because there's loads of stress every year, but you just live with that and you just run a life where you just expect the unexpected, don't you? Yeah, right. Well, we'll just go down the bottom and have a look when we get down the bottom. They are back down. Look, these plants are amazing. Look at these. Compared with that one which I just showed you earlier of just germinating, you've got these plants that what it should be like. It is a massive contrast. I can't believe it. We get to here and it's like it's never been drilled almost, or only just been drilled. Wow. If you stand away from it, you can't really tell there's maize plants here because they're not tall enough yet, are they? It's only when you look. There's a fat hen that's growing up as weeds. Harry's doing a survey. Is it on your TikTok? Remind everyone what your TikTok's called, Harry.
Harry the Legend 10.
Look up Harry the Legend 10. He'll be TikTok on this. Are we neck and neck on the TikTok followers?
No.
Who's in front? Me, by how much?
I don't know.
I think you're nearly.
I haven't done a video in ages.
Oh, we'll get that one up there quick, and then someone might follow you and beat me. Harry the Legend 10. Look him up, follow him, and let him see if he can overtake me on the TikTok followers. Right. Look, you can still see the muck in the ground here. So, really, the only problem with this field is lack of rain. It's not nutrition, I'm sure of that. It's pretty balanced out here. It's just we haven't had the rain to get the seeds going, and it just shows you what difference the rain makes. When we had a bit this week for the first time in ages, not much but enough for those seeds to just go, do you know what, I'll come up now, because that's all they're doing. They're waiting. I think they're in hibernation. But if you look at the look across, I mean, it's a really good way of mapping your kind of soil and what it's like, the depth of soil you've got, in the fact that you can see across the top there, that dry band. I already knew this anyway, and this dry band here, totally where the rocks are, totally where the plants decided it's not worth coming up because we haven't got enough moisture around us. Because having the rocks in the ground just causes sort of like free drainage, really. Right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what this is like later in the year. Unless we have a lot of rain now, those plants aren't going to get going properly, and we're going to end up with lots of stunted areas, which we had a few years ago. Do you remember we had a drought in the middle of the summer, and we ended up with a stunted bands across here? I've got a horrible feeling unless we get a lot of rain, we're going to end up like that. Right, let's go back and have a look at the grass. Let's have a look at our grass lays. Right, this one's looking quite good. This is the one we direct drilled a few years back.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
That's not looking too bad, is it? I don't know whether it's particularly thick. It's looking a bit, that's the only thing I'd say about it, is it's a bit thin. Because it's sort of scorched off on the bottom, look. You can see, actually, it gets better as you come out, but it's quite thin, isn't it? It's quite thin in places.
That's probably because
what's going on here? Look, looks like a crow or something's had all the... Look at that, something's been eating the wheat out here. That's a crow, look, they've been stripping the...
Just drop them off or something.
Yeah, it's been eating them. It's not thick, is it?
It's direct drilled. If you had it like ploughed up and everything, and done like a spreader, then the seed would be more close together with this. You've got gaps in between the drill.
Yeah.
But it's got the old grass underneath, so that's not really come up.
Well, the old grass underneath looks sort of burnt off, doesn't it? Look, you can see it. It's not greened up since mowing. And we got some grass here, but not enough length, have we?
Yeah, it's really going to seed.
The problem is it's going to seed. And this is where you get your kind of, the quality's going, but also you're kind of losing, it'll stop growing. It hasn't all gone to seed yet. I don't know when we're going to cut this. It's not. It's a bit depressing, isn't it? It's not a lot. Even we're going to put this in the silage clamp, but it ain't going to be a lot, is it?
Yeah.
This isn't great. This doesn't make me feel good because in the spring this was a thick crop, or thicker, but now the second growth isn't that great. I'm not going to go and look around the rest of the fields because we haven't got time, but this is just nah.
If it was me, I would have ploughed it all up and done everything properly.
Really?
Yeah. Because if you look at collies...
If it's now, you would have us bankrupt, Harry. The cost of ploughing this up and do it didn't need it. This is a good crop of grass. It's just the weather, Harry.
Yeah, I know.
Don't blame the drilling. This has been done right.
But if you look at the other fields...
The other fields need doing. We need some reseeding and stuff, but this is fine, Harry. No, listen, this is fine. This is not to do with the drilling. This is to do with the climate. Look here, you can see how short it is. Sorry, farm manager. Farm manager disagreement. Harry's going to be running the farm and then he's going to tell me what to do with everything. Harry, you need to pick up the rubbish first of all. Look at this.
Everything's going to be really good.
We do need some new grass, I agree, in some fields. Look at that. Why would someone throw that over the fence? Take it home and put it in a bloody recycled. I'm going to end this video being quite angry about people. I cleaned this field up the other day. Can you put that in the car? I actually came along here and cleaned up, picked up all the rubbish that people had chucked. And there we go, straight away, someone's chucked again out the car window. Right, we're heading back. Just look over that fence there a minute. This is old pasture, that's gone to seed. Not a lot of length there. Oh, I can tell it's gone to seed. Can you see where it's sort of blowing in the wind and you can see the sort of silver in the distance. That's generally the seed heads, I think, probably sort of starting to catch the sun. You can see it there, look, you can see the seed heads in the grass there. But the cattle are grazing that. Cattle are grazing that eventually. They haven't had a chance to get there yet. Right. Hey ho, so we're not, I guess, on the positive note, we've not got to a situation where all the fields are scorched off and burned, which could have been the worst case scenario. But again, what we're looking at is a significant loss of forage on this farm. We won't probably make up the forage with that maize. It's probably not going to get going enough now, unless we really have a lot of rain soon. It's just not going to shoot on up really quickly. The grass is down considerably as well. So we're going to be short on silage, short on maize this winter, I predict. We have bought some silage in already. We're going to have to buy some more, and I'm sure of that. Which is a significant cost burden on the farm. That's really where we look at it now, I think, on here. I think we can't really pull it back completely. We can pull it back a little bit, but we're not going to make up what we're missing. So we're looking at a significant cost. But as I've always said to you, farm for the bad times as well as the good times. You don't ever think, if you've made money one year, you don't think to yourself, let's go out and buy a hot tub. I'm just laughing. I would never want to buy a hot tub.
Have a swimming pool.
You'd probably want a hot tub, wouldn't you?
No, a swimming pool.
Would you have a hot tub? A swimming pool, what? Go large, you mean?
Yeah.
Why do you want a swimming pool rather than a hot tub? Most people would rather have a hot tub.
Because in the summer, hot tub's hot. It's not going to cool you off, is it?
Yeah, but you can switch it down to cool. You can have it as cool as you like.
You can have freezing cold hot tub.
Yeah, we don't want freezing.
Yeah,
it's not very nice. Cold water is not very nice. A cold tub, well, that's a water. That's a cattle trough. You can go in the cattle trough for free. In your mankini.
No.
Oof. So, what?
Thursday's saying it's going to be 28 degrees.
Oh, I don't want to hear things like that. Don't tell me any. Oh, what's the weather forecast for the rest of the week then?
Less than 5% of rain
Oh.
all week.
What about after that?
20% on Saturday.
20%. That's rubbish.
Yeah.
I need a 100% chance of rain for a week.
Yeah,
Can you magic that?
Thursday midday is 26, 28 degrees.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. This is the issue we got. We are heading into the hottest time of the year for England, and lowest rainfall. So realistically, that's Tom Gray just gone by. So realistically, we are going to be struggling to get much rain now, aren't we? It's been a wonderful year if you're having a barbecue with your kids.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Right, let's go. Right. Anyway, on that note, all of you do a rain dance. Harry's pigs are coming along well. Have a look on your YouTube channel. What's it?
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Well, by the time this video goes out, it'll be out.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Farmer Hazard.
Willy Wonka? No. Harry what?
Farmer Hazard.
Farmer Hazard. Get on the Farmer Hazard website. Not
Website.
YouTube. That'll be one day. I'm sure you'll have a Farmer Hazard website one day. Farmer Hazard YouTube channel. If you're still with us at the end of this video, you've done well. Farmer Hazard YouTube. We are going to be selling Harry's pork at some point, aren't we? Stay tuned. All right, crack on. See you soon. But yeah, just to update you on the mileage, we are. Look, I've got back here. Can you see that? 39,999. So we didn't make the 40k. Maybe that'd be another day. 40k another day.